Greetings to the regular friends of Chabahar.parrot channel. I am Amir and I will help you in better breeding of lovebirds. Stay with me until the end of the video all about lovebird cage 1. Lovebird cage. 2. Cage location. 3. Equipment inside the cage. 4. The bar inside the cage. 5. Lovebird cage toys. The lovebird is tamed very soon and gets comfortable at home. It can be taught to sit on the finger. The presence of dogs and cats will upset the bird even if they do not have access to it. The new bird should be introduced gradually even if it is your bird mate. It is better to keep them in separate cages but next to each other, without contact, so that they get used to each other. 1. Lovebird cage. It should have enough space to fly and jump from one corner to another. The recommended size for a pair of lovebirds is 80x50x100 cm. Having horizontal, rather than vertical, bars is preferable because the bird can use them to climb. If the cage you chose is small, you should let the bird out of the cage and fly freely for hours during the day and night. As much as possible, do not use wooden cages because it becomes a place for the growth of some external parasites. The cage must first of all meet the needs of the bird, so don't make the beauty of the cage a criterion for selection. Lovebird food should be provided to the lovebird in sufficient quantity. 2. Cage location. The cage should be placed in a bright room with adequate airflow, with a temperature of 1-26 degrees Celsius without sudden changes, without cigarette smoke and in a corner of the room so that the bird feels safe. The bird should not be exposed to direct sunlight, and the kitchen is not a suitable place for the cage because it has harmful fumes. The height of the cage is better so that the bird is at the level of your eyes so that it becomes easier to control and tame it. Considering that the lovebird sleeps for hours at night, if the electricity is on, it is better to cover the cage with a cloth. 3. Equipment inside the cage. Necessary equipment for the cage includes water containers, food, gravel, and mineral mold, or seabed. Toys are also necessary, especially for a single bird. The floor of the cage can be covered with newspaper, not colored, or newspaper with sand poured on it. A tube drinker is suitable for lovebirds. There should be a bar in front of the water and food containers so that the bird can sit on it, while the water and food containers should not be under the upper bars of the cage because they get contaminated with bird feces. Fresh and clean water should always be available to the bird. The floor of the cage should be cleaned every day and the whole cage once every 3-4 days. 4. The bar inside the cage. Wooden rods are preferable to plastic ones. While it is better that the diameter of the rods is different, in general, it is more appropriate to place a tree branch instead of the upper bars of the cage, because the bird can climb it, and its nails are also worn. For this purpose, you can find a stem with a diameter of 1.5 to 1.5 cm, which is free from spraying, fungus and wild bird droppings, then cut off its extra leaves and branches and place it inside the cage. 5. Lovebird cage toys. The lovebird loves the mirror. A small mirror can be placed inside the cage, or it is better to have a wall mirror next to the cage so that the bird can see itself. Other favorite toys of lovebirds include ladders, swings, hanging ping pong balls and bells. Training and exercise lovebirds need. Free flight. If your bird is used to the cage, it can come out and fly in the room every day. For this, the conditions of the room must be perfect. Doors and windows should be closed, heaters should be turned off, and no cats or dogs should be in the room. Then the cage door can be opened for the bird to play for 20-30 minutes. A bird that has become accustomed to its cage will return after this period, especially if it is taken out to play regularly.